on this day, the 25th of May, I didn't even mean for that to rhyme, but it did. What many people consider to be the greatest day in motor racing is also the day in which wrestling fans are also going to have a lot of fun, because today is double or nothing. And again, I decided to wait as late as I could to give my full predictions for this show. And I'm Daniel Strunk. Welcome to QuickTime Reactions. Let us get straight into our double or nothing predictions, shall we? There has been one match announced for the buy-in show, aka the pre-show, which is Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford versus Anna Jay and Harley Cameron in women's tag action. Usually I was just like, baby faces will win on the buy-in show, to get the fans hyped for what is to come on the night. But this is really more of a coin flip, because Megan Bayne, I would see, likely getting, some forward momentum in AEW. Also, Harley Cameron is a fan favorite, so who's gonna win in that situation? But if I had to pick one, I would say that it is going to be Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. That's who I think is going to win this women's tag match. First actual match that is on the main show that I'm going to be talking about is the Paragon, which is Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong taking on the Don Callis family of Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, and the lethal walking weapon, Josh Alexander. This is going to be a very, very good six-man match. Like, AEW is really well known for doing really good PWG-esque six-man matches, and this is going to be no exception. If I had to pick one, I would most likely say, even though Cole is TNT champ right now, I would say that this is probably going to be a match where you build out his next program, get him a match for All In Texas. So my assumption is that it's either going to be Fletcher or Alexander pinning Cole in this, because I do have the Don Callis family winning. My assumption is that either Fletcher or Alexander will pin Cole, and that'll be the match leading into All In Texas. So yeah, I have the Don Callis family winning in that instance. In a tag match, FTR, the newly turned heel FTR, take on Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. I cannot believe I'm actually saying those words. Nigel made a brief little in-ring return at last year's All In, and then he fought Bryan Danielson, I believe, for the AEW World Title. Hasn't wrestled, I think, since that Bryan Danielson match. So it's crazy that McGuinness is actually going to be wrestling tonight. As much as I would love for Nigel to win this match, I sincerely doubt that it is going to happen. I do believe that FTR are going to win this match to kind of continue their heel momentum. I'll just be bold of them, but maybe potentially taking out McGuinness, kayfabe wise, not actually putting him actually on the shelf, but kayfabe wise, taking out McGuinness to add another legend to the pile. But I do have FTR winning this match. In a stretcher match, Ricochet takes on Mark Briscoe. This ought to be very interesting because, I don't necessarily associate Ricochet as being a brawler type character, but and this to me seems like a match in Mark Briscoe's wheelhouse, but I don't think that Briscoe is gonna win this. Because Briscoe, in my opinion, is like the Mick Foley of AEW, whereas like he takes a lot of punishment. You want to see him win, but 9 times out of 10 he's not going to. So my assumption is that Ricochet is going to win this stretcher match and kind of continue forward with his cocky asshole persona. In a match that I'm going to say is probably going to be a match of the night, we have the AEW Continental Championship on the line as Kazuchika Okada takes on, or defends his title against Mike Bailey, Speedball Mike Bailey. Yeah, this one's going to be an absolute banger. Just looking at the two names that are in this match, Okada and Speedball, it's going to be absolutely amazing in this. It's going to be so good. Although I will say it'd be cool if Speedball would win, but my assumption is what they're going to do for All in Texas is they're going to do Okada Omega. Like, they've teased that, and I'm assuming that's what they're going to do for All in Texas. So Okada is going to retain his Continental Championship. Moving on to, let's talk about some Owen Hart tournament stuff. The men's final for the Owen Hart is going to be Will Ospreay versus Hangman Adam Page. Winner gets to face the AEW champion at All in Texas. This one you could see going either way. Hangman trying to, get back to where he was when the company first founded, with him as AEW champion, and Ospreay looking to kind of cement his standing in AEW as well. My assumption is, since Mox is not defending his title tonight, and we'll get on to that in a little bit, my assumption is that Ospreay is going to win this year's men's Owen Hart tournament, because I see him going on to All in Texas to win the championship. I know that Darby just got done climbing Everest, and my assumption is, we'll talk about that when we get to another match on the card, but my assumption is that Ospreay is going to win the men's Owen Hart tournament. And now moving on to the women's Owen Hart tournament final, we have the TBS champ Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. Winner goes on to the All in Texas show to face the women's champion. And again, you could see this going either way. You could have, Mercedes continue her reign of dominance in AEW, or Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. You could do that. And I'm going to go with Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter in this instance. I think they will, by somehow or some way, be able to have Monet be beat on this night, and I do think Jamie Hayter will win this tournament and go on to face Toni at All in Texas, which, spoilers, we'll get into the women's title match, Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. I have Toni retaining in this instance, because I think the big money match that you would want to do is Toni versus Jamie at All in Texas, because I'm trying to remember if they did that slow build before Jamie got injured. They might have, but I would definitely think that that's the match that they were planning on doing, and that's why I have Toni retaining her women's title tonight. For the AEW World Tag Title match, we have the Hurt Syndicate defending against the two-thirds of, if they're either two-thirds of the ROH six-man champions, or they are the ROH tag champs. The Sons of Texas, which are Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. Considering the fact that the Hurt Syndicate have just added MJF to their ranks, whether that's going to last or not, I don't see any reason to take the Hurt Syndicate, take them away from the tag titles, essentially. I see them holding on to those titles for a very, very long time. So yeah, I would say Hurt Syndicate is definitely going to retain those tag titles. Which brings us to what is most likely going to be the main event tonight. Anarchy in the Arena. The Deathriders, Moxley, Claudio, wheeleryuta, Marina Shafir, and the Young Bucks taking on Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, and the Ops, which are Samoa Joe, Hobbs, and Shibata. This is going to be absolute carnage. Don't know who is going to be pinning who in this instance, but my assumption is that Darby is going to potentially make his return and screw the Death Riders over in this match. I do have the babyface contingent winning tonight's Anarchy in the Arena to kind of set the Death Riders on the back foot and kind of, set them on the downturn, because I do see Moxley dropping the title to Ospreay at All in Texas, and kind of their empire crumbling, so to speak. So I have the babyface contingent winning tonight's Anarchy in the Arena. And there you have it, folks. Those are all of the matches so far confirmed for tonight's Double or Nothing. I, of course, will have my after show reaction video up on the channel after the event is concluded, so be sure to look forward to that late in the day or early in the day tomorrow on Memorial Day. Again, I hope you guys are having a really, really good Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys enjoy all of the great racing that is happening today. And of course, I will see you guys tonight for the coverage for Double or Nothing. But until then, guys, be safe out there, and I will see you guys next time.